If your baby is waking every 45 minutes, you are not doing something wrong. You are not creating bad habits. You are just living in the world's most exhausting loop where the moment you fall asleep, somebody else clocks in. And no, your baby is not waking up with a personal agenda. They're waking up because something in the sleep system is getting snagged on repeat. Hi, I'm Treasure, and I help exhausted, overwhelmed parents make baby sleep make sense with calm clarity and a plan that fits real life. Here's the first relief point I want you to hold on to. Hourly wakes almost never mean you need to try harder. They usually mean we need to stop guessing and figure out which pattern is running the show. By the way, if you want the calm, step-by-step version of this, download my free guide, The Modern Parent Sleep Roadmap, the guide I wish I had at 2 in the morning. The link is on the screen and in the description. Let's start with what's really driving this. Most babies don't sleep like adults. They move through lighter and deeper sleep in cycles, and there's a tiny check-in moment between cycles where they can fully wake if something feels different, uncomfortable, or confusing. So when a parent tells me it's every hour on the dot, I don't hear, my baby hates sleep. I hear, my baby is completing a cycle and getting stuck at the handoff. Here's what's actually going on under the surface. One common reason is sleep onset associations, which is a fancy way of saying how your baby falls asleep is what their brain expects when they pop into light sleep. If baby falls asleep nursing, then wakes up and nursing is gone, that can feel like waking up in a different universe. Same with rocking, bouncing, walking, pacifier reinserts, or sleeping on your chest and then suddenly being in the crib. It's not manipulation, it's pattern recognition. Another common reason is timing, and this one sneaks up on the smartest parents because it looks like a sleep training problem when it's really a schedule problem. Overtired babies can wake more often because their body is in a stress state and sleep gets lighter. Undertired babies can also wake more often because they are not building enough sleep pressure to stay down. Yes, it is cruel that both roads lead to the same mess. And then there's the environment bucket. If the room is too bright at night or too quiet after baby fell asleep with noise, if the temperature swings, if baby is uncomfortable, if congestion is making breathing harder, those little things can become the trigger at every cycle change. There's also a feeding piece that needs honesty and calm. If your baby is very young, frequent waking can be normal, especially when they're still growing fast, and feeding overnight is appropriate. But if you're past the early newborn stage and it's every 45 to 60 minutes for weeks, that's usually not hunger each time. It can be a pattern or a comfort loop or a timing mismatch, or all three. There are a few common patterns that create this exact problem. Let me paint the 3 I see most often, and as I say them, I want you to notice which one makes your stomach go, oh, that's us. Pattern 1 is the I can't reconnect pattern. Baby falls asleep with a very specific help, and they need that exact help at every cycle. So you spend the entire night replaying the same mini bedtime. Pattern 2 is the false start and overtired spiral. Baby goes down, wakes up 30 to 60 minutes later, you settle them again, and then the rest of the night is fragile. This often points to bedtime timing, a too long last wake window, or a bedtime routine that is accidentally overstimulating. Pattern 3 is the I'm waking because something feels off physically. Congestion, reflux discomfort, eczema, itching, teething pain, ear pain, and sometimes a milk or formula issue. I'm not diagnosing your baby through a screen, but I am telling you not to ignore your gut when the wakings feel painful, sudden, or paired with new symptoms. Now let's talk about what helps starting tonight. I'm going to give you the fewest moves plan, not a full protocol, just the smallest set of changes that creates momentum so you stop spiraling. First, pick one anchor you will not change for the next 3 nights. Because random changes every night feels productive, but it actually keeps the problem alive. Baby never gets a stable pattern to learn. Your anchor might be a consistent bedtime routine, a consistent sleep space, or a consistent way you respond at bedtime. The goal is calm consistency, not perfection. Second, make the sleep environment boring in the best way. Dark room, steady white noise if you use it, comfortable temperature, and safe sleep basics. Baby on their back on a firm sleep surface with no loose blankets, pillows, or extras. We want predictable cave vibes, not new surprise every hour. Third, check your timing in a gentle, non-panicky way. If bedtime has drifted late because you're trying to wear them out, that can backfire. If baby is taking a long, late nap that pushes bedtime too far, that can backfire too. And if you're doing daycare days or a chaotic work schedule, it is normal for timing to be messy, but we still want one stable bedtime anchor most nights. If you're unsure whether you're dealing with overtired or undertired, here's a simple field test. Overtired often looks like bedtime is a fight, baby falls asleep fast but wakes soon after, and the wakings feel cranky. Undertired often looks like baby takes forever to fall asleep, wakes up happy, or has long party breaks overnight. That's not a perfect rule. It's just a starting compass so you stop guessing blindly. Let me show you the smallest changes that make the biggest difference. If you suspect sleep onset associations are the main driver, your goal is to reduce how many times baby needs you to recreate sleep each night. That does not mean you have to disappear, and it does not mean you have to do anything harsh that doesn't fit your values. It means we start shifting the falling asleep moment so baby can practice settling with less and less help, in a way that still feels emotionally safe. So instead of nursing completely to sleep every single time, you might nurse until calm and drowsy, then finish the last part in the sleep space with your touch and voice. Instead of rocking all the way out, you rock to calm, then slow it down and let the final drift happen in the crib with you right there. Instead of replacing the pacifier 10 times an hour, you decide whether it's a tool you want to keep and support or whether it's quietly becoming the night waking factory in your house. And if you're doing this solo, I want you to hear me clearly. You are not failing because you can't do a perfect plan with no backup. We build plans for real humans. Sometimes your plan is, I'm choosing the move that gives me the most sleep tonight, and that is valid. Now, quick but important note about night feeds. If your baby is still appropriately feeding overnight, we protect those feeds. We do not rush night weaning just because you're tired, but we also separate feeding from every single wake if it's become the default reset button. A simple approach is to choose a feed window or two that you treat as real feeds, and for the other wakings, you use your chosen settling method first. You're teaching baby not every wake equals a full restart without ignoring your baby's needs. Here's the part most parents miss. If you change bedtime support but keep the schedule mismatch, you'll still get hourly wakes. And if you change the schedule but keep a strong sleep association that baby cannot repeat alone, you'll still get hourly wakes. That's why this feels impossible. It's usually two things at once. In a second, I'm going to tell you the fastest way to spot which of the two is bigger for your baby, so you stop wasting energy on the wrong fix. But first, if you're listening to this like, okay, Treasure, I need a plan that is tailored to my baby and my actual life, that's exactly what I do. I have a master's in social work, I'm a certified pediatric sleep consultant, and I'm the founder and CEO of Rested and Renewed Pediatric Sleep Consulting. I'm also a toddler mom, so yes, I deeply respect the level of stamina this whole thing requires. If you want my eyes on your baby's specific patterns, your schedule, and your comfort level, you can book a consultation at restedandrenewed.com. And if you're not ready to book, start with my free Modern Parent Sleep Roadmap so you at least have a calm plan in your hands. Okay, here's that fast clarity check. If baby wakes every 45 to 60 minutes and needs the exact same help to go back to sleep each time, the association piece is probably the big lever. If baby wakes every 45 to 60 minutes and sometimes resettles quickly, but the whole night feels light and restless, the timing or overtired bucket is probably the big lever. And if baby's wakings look painful, sudden, or paired with new symptoms, the physical discomfort bucket needs attention first. And here's when I'd stop guessing and get extra support. If your baby has feeding concerns, poor weight gain, reflux symptoms that seem severe, persistent vomiting, breathing issues, loud snoring, pauses in breathing, recurring ear infections, fever, or you feel like something is medically off, call your pediatrician. Trust your instincts. And if you're past the early newborn stage and the hourly waking has been going on for weeks and you've tried everything and you're running on fumes, that's also a reason to get support. Not because you're weak, because sleep deprivation makes everything harder, including making decisions that actually work. One more myth I want to gently throw in the trash before you go. Your baby waking often does not mean you ruined sleep. It means your baby is wired for connection and rhythm, and something in the rhythm needs adjusting. You don't need random hacks. You need a calm, repeatable plan that matches your baby's development and your real life. If this video made you feel even 5% less panicked about tonight, the next video is where you'll finally see why your schedule might be secretly sabotaging sleep even when you're doing everything right. Tap the screen to watch my next video.
Don't forget, download the guide, subscribe for more clarity, and tap this screen. Trust me on this one.